campers in Moreland, so I'm really hoping that storm goes just a little bit to the east of Moreland. We live? Hey guys, we are in Woodward County, just east of Moreland. Have a new severe thunderstorm warning that's going up just south of Moreland. The hail core's coming up on it quite a bit. Currently, there's not going to be a tornadic threat with this stuff. It's actually behind the cold front. But one of the big storms up in Kansas, was that at? By Anthony, Kansas, had baseball-sized hail on it earlier, so some of this stuff right north of the cold front can have some really big hail today, so and as we speak, that hail core is coming up right now just south of Moreland, so if you guys are in Moreland, if you have anything you need to protect, I would get it done right now, because it might miss just to the east, but it's going to be very, very, very close.
Right now, about a mile south of Moreland, they are getting pea and dime size hail right now, so not extremely big, but still.
It's right on the edge of there's a pretty big hail core just to the south.
Yeah.
Probably about 6 to 7 miles south of Moreland. We're going to go drive into it to see how big a hail we can find inside of it. Like I said, I hope that storm goes to the east of Moreland, because my camper's in Moreland and I don't really want to get hail on it. Moreland in school today?
I could really tell you for
Moreland's
sure.
in school today, they might want to think about delaying some bus routes to the east of Moreland at least. Let this hail go past. At last scan, it dropped just a little bit, but it's still going to be pretty decent size. The warning's for quarter-size hail. Again, we're headed west towards Moreland on Highway 412. Lots of marbles falling in Moreland.
No school in Moreland today.
Okay.
Moreland has a junior high baseball tournament going on, so.
Oof. Well, there's definitely a lot of cloud to ground lightning with it, so.
So the baseball tournament is put on hold right now for a minute.
That's good. I mean, it looks like it's going to be on the east side of Moreland.
It does a little bit, yeah.
But
not south and east. We'll be up there in just a minute. It is moving pretty rapidly. So, someone commented with that, and you were right. you may want to slow down and let it just come right over the top of us.
At least we're getting some rain
Yeah.
on the east side of Woodward County.
They got one over on
There's some hail. Dimes.
We're right at 3 miles east of Moreland. So 3 miles east of Moreland, where kind of this corner is right here.
Just a little bigger.
We are exactly 3 miles east of Moreland on 412. If you're just jumping on and experiencing what, probably dimes, or are you seeing anything larger than dimes?
Dimes. Yeah, that's about the biggest.
Like I said a minute ago, these storms are actually right behind the cold front, so not going to be a tornado risk with these right now, but you can still get the wind and the hail.
There's another core coming up just west of Sharon too, so if you're in Sharon, you're getting ready to get some hail also.
So that hill we're down by Sharon, like Kyle said, it's just really is on the west side of Sharon right now. It looks like going to pretty much pass through Sharon.
Yeah,
There's not a severe thunderstorm warning on that yet,
I
but
bet it's coming.
I bet it's coming pretty quick.
Oh, it's bigger.
Like I said, if you just jumped on with us, we're sitting here on Highway 412, just 3 miles east of Moreland.
Okay. The biggest we had there was dimes, maybe just a tad larger than dimes. Yeah, can you hear me, Justin?
Oh, there's a good one. Oh, we're getting a little bit larger than dimes now.
Justin, can you hear me?
We're about 2.5 miles east of Florida now. It's getting towards us now. It's Oklahoma, if you're asking. Borland, Oklahoma. Turn and head on east here a little bit.
Yeah, David, we're about 3 miles east of Moreland right now. We've been taking a lot of dimes and just a few quarters, and it's kind of coming up just a little bit. We've taken winds 30 to 40, so winds haven't been too terribly bad yet, but the hail is going to be pretty destructive here, about 3 to 4 miles east of Moreland, moving east. Back to you, David.
So again, if you just jumped on with us, we're 3 miles east of Moreland on Highway 412. Experienced mainly times, a few quarters. But looking on radar now, that hail core that we were talking about down by Sharon, there's thunderstorm warning on that one now. And that hail core is really coming up too, it looks like. That also is moving northeast, so if you're northeast of Sharon, looks like it's getting ready to cross 270, so anybody driving on 270 northeast of Sharon, probably going to be experiencing some good-sized hail in just a few minutes. If you know anyone traveling between Woodward and that mutual turnoff, and they're not in that yet, you might call them and tell them to hold up. That looks like a pretty good hailstorm.
Justin said that Sharon storm continues to explode. So that Sharon storm's getting bigger. This Moreland storm's getting pretty big.
Like I said, with these behind the cold front, it minimizes the tornado risk quite a bit, but you can still get the large hail and some damaging winds out of it.
What does that look like right there?
Not a scud.
For you guys around Alva and Cherokee, that storm's coming up just a little bit also. So pretty much all along, just to the north of the cold front, these storms are starting to explode, and they're going to have a pretty big hail threat.
These storms are all high based right now, so
let's go up here and take the Quinlan turn off.
that hail that we were in, as far as what radar was estimating, was 1.7. I think that was overdoing it a little bit, but the Sharon storm, it's estimating 2.2 inch hail, so it's a little larger than what we just experienced.
If you guys are traveling on 412 coming west or east, do not drive into that storm. And same with 270. We're going to go up here to the Quinlan turnoff and go north. Size hail on the morning. Turn those down. All right, here's the Quinlan turnoff for the ones that know.
Road that goes up through, is it Belva?
Yeah.
We'll get back in the storm in the hill here in just a minute, maybe.
The winds haven't been too bad.
No.
I mean, right there, they're blowing pretty good. 40.
Probably right out in front of
See.
this stuff. Get a little gust front. Probably like right here. But we're probably just past this now a little bit. We're probably just right behind the cold front too. Problem up here, the road structure. Can't get a limited number of roads, decent roads.
Let's see what winds are right here.
Coming out there.
Let's see what winds are right here.
Coming out there.
40.
We're in the big town of Quinlan, right?
Yep, Quinlan, America.
At one time, this was a hopping place. This is one of the towns they built right along the railroad back in the day. watching that one down north. Now it's north of Sharon, a little bit northeast. Crossing 270 right now, so there's definitely a little hailstorm on top of 270 northeast, almost due north, a little bit east of Sharon. It's all in Woodward County in northwest Oklahoma. Getting probably so. Asking about Winoka, Alva, currently.
Here's the hail.
Wish we could bring the Fourth Supply. Matt, depending what part of Kansas you're coming from, if you're coming from straight north of Alva, you'll be able to make it through Alva fine. Make it to Alva, but going on to Winoka, you're definitely going to run into what we're experiencing right now. But by the time you get there, it may already be passed. I'm not sure how far you are from Winoka.
So we are moving towards Belva.
Weatherford and Woodward, you're definitely going to drive through the southern end of that line. We're still on that Quinlan, Belva, Blacktop, if you're familiar with this area. Or we're southwest of Winoka. Maybe 10 miles southwest of Winoka. That's the crow flying. Visibility is way reduced right now. Just the amount of rainfall. Still seems like mainly nine. It doesn't sound like anything larger than nine.
I want to pull over here in a second. Winds are still to 50. Pull over right here. Quarters. We got quarters.
That's pretty good windshield too.
Winds have picked up too, probably 50 to 55. Straight out of the northwest. Good over there.
Yep.
That was a lot of quarter-sized hail right there. How far? I mean, 'cause there's going to be some weak drops through here that are going to be completely trashed. I mean, the drought's already done up there. They'll be mad at me. Yeah, since I'm the mayor now, that's all I hear about.
That hailstorm that was going.
Yeah.
Is about Portland. About 1.7 inch hail. Some it overestimates it a little bit.
Hank, I was Domino's the other night. I asked Hank out Domino's at Tuttle the other and saw it was quarters.
So that's a lot of times these radars they will overestimate the size of hail a little. So if you do have that beach on your radar showing 2 inch, you can probably reasonably assume it's a little bit less than that. We are now about close to coming out onto 281, 181.
bigger falling now.
281.
I gotta see how big this is.
We're a couple of miles from Highway 281 south of Winoka.
How far from the highway did you say we are?
2. Tumbleweed. We got debris!
Tumbleweed!
Debris. We got debris. Debris. I should say Reese Withers. I think your team is watching. She's still at the orthodontist. Yeah, we're between Belva and on the Quinlan Belva Blacktop. We're almost to 281 now. So just directly south of Winoka.
We're going to get on 281 and see if we can go north.
My watch is telling me we're in a loud environment.
Huh.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear us talk whenever the hail's
coming down like that?
We are just right out ahead of it now.
Yeah.
Well, you said the highway was in 2 miles.
You're going pretty slow there for a minute. I'm getting all wet over here. I gotta figure out what's leaking over here. It's right here.
Okay.
So we are now south of Winoka. How far is that? Just 3 or 4 miles south of Winoka, coming out on the Quinlan Belva Blacktop.
There is a lot of hail in all this.
This line is really filling in. So a little bit ago, I said it already passed through Alva. But it's actually kind of backfilling some, and it's right on the edge of Alva right now. Like I said a minute ago, Winoka's getting some of this hill right now, it looks like. Going back down the line, got Hellcore still together, south of Moreland, 3 or 4 miles south of Moreland. Actually, it looks like, it's maybe just a mile or 2 now south of Moreland. Some of the hail.
Another thing, the cloud to ground lightning. There's a lot of cloud to ground lightning.
Now, probably with that's south of Moreland, probably quarter size.
I think Tom's down there, and he said there's a lot of pea size and some dime size right now. I don't know where he's at. What? They can't hear us?
Yeah, they can hear us. So they can hear us, we just can't hear each other. Get up.
Whoa! There's the bigger. Yeah.
They go right by, look, I hear it now. Oh, a bit big. So, coming up on Little Sahara State Park, South Winoka. Definitely getting
Trying to see.
quarters now, at least quarters.
Pull over and see. Quarters. Bunch of quarters.
There's another quarter. It's almost like this cold front is almost stalled out right here.
I'm trying to see if there's anything bigger than.
There's some right there. It's more like golf. I mean, getting close to golf ball. Yeah, if you want to stop. Stop.
Yeah, definitely. We've got some ping pongs right here, Justin.
Pull up just a hair. Okay, stop. Oh man, this river.
Hey, get that one right there. Out there.
Where?
Look.
That's
Get
close.
that protractor deal. These are golf balls.
Yeah. Glad none fell right there. I got all wet.
Justin, we've got some golf balls. Do this one.
Just a hair
Yeah,
smaller.
David, we are just south of Winoka, and we're measuring them right now. I believe we've got just a few golf balls that we found over here in the ditch. So there's going to be some pretty big hail just south and east of Winoka, moving up northeast to Tacoma. So prepare for a large damaging hailstorm. Winds probably 50 to 55 and torrential rainfall. There has been some cloud to ground lightning also. Back to you, David.
Glad none of the golf balls fell when I got out.
These are insane.
Huh?
These are insane. I love it.
Yep. Just
So you're
one
getting
sec.
a-
I've got some in here with me.
You're getting a good science lesson right now.
Let me see that. Where's that?
Kind of between a quarter and golf ball. Do what?
My science teacher's gonna love to see this.
Yeah. Tell her you're getting a science lesson. So yeah, if you're just jumping on, we are right about the Little Sahara, just a couple of miles south of Winoka.
Justin, I just sent that picture of Groovy.
Been getting a lot of quarters, and then we got a few that were closer to golf ball size. Yeah, we're right in front of Little Sahara State Park now. Say hi, Bree. Somebody,
Yeah, it's very hard.
somebody hears you on here that